Hey guys, today I am bringing you the story of Blake and the history behind Blake. Now I did the history behind Drake part 1, but I want to film about Blake because I feel like his story is pretty interesting. And so yeah. So Blake's story begins when he was born to the Phantom King at the time, which is Drake's father, and his father obviously. Him and Drake are twins. Well, not twins. They're basically triplets because there's him, Drake, and Jake is the other brother. There's too many names. I keep losing track of who's who. Blake was disowned by his family, and in many ways he relates to another character that I'm going to film a story about later on, and that is Coco, my twin. He was pretty bitter when he was disowned, like many would be, and this is one of his weak spots. So he basically goes and joins the enemy side, which are the demons, which is where he meets Ruby. He meets Ruby and instantly falls in love. They become pretty close friends, and they become best friends. But really, what stops this, and what ends their friendship, is when Blake finds out that Ruby is in love with Drake. This really hurts him because he feels like Drake gets everything and he's the one who's glorified, while Blake is the one who is left in the shadows. He tries to sabotage their relationship, which ends up badly. Eventually he ends up apologizing to Ruby, but the relationship between them was never the same after that. She didn't have the same faith and the same trust in him. Blake, on the other hand, remained bitter. Also, at this time, he was quickly moving up the ranks and becoming a soldier. And at this point, he was the highest in command. And he stayed there. He stays there to this day. Now, because the father trusts him so much, he is selected to be Ruby's bodyguard. Well, at this point, he befriends Ruby's sister, who is named Willow. And I'll do her story another time because she is one of Coco's characters. I'm calling her Coco because I'm not going to say her name. So I'm basically just filming all my characters first and then going to other people's characters if they want me to film them. So later on in time, when they are in high school, they are selected to be in, and I'm going to put it right here because I don't want to say it. Yeah, that. So, basically, if you're a younger viewer, you might want to click off here. It's not for younger viewers. Also, this also isn't made clear in the roleplay because, I want to make it more friendly to younger viewers. Younger players, because not everyone is like my age. Most people are younger. Ruby is a freshman and she gets. Drake feels very betrayed at this. And they basically break up for a while, and so they get back together later on because Drake feels like he can't live without Ruby, that Ruby's his spark. Also at this point, it is known that it is an arranged marriage now. So then, at the end of senior year, they have another kid. And this is going to be, is it Hope or Swift? No, it's Hope. The Swift is the oldest, yes. So it's Swift, Hope is born, yes. Then the curse happens. I think I explained that in Drake, that he got cursed. But anyways, if you didn't watch that part, then basically he got cursed, and this made him, like, cruel. It's the curse of the Phantom King. Every Phantom King gets cursed like this. And then the thing that happens is that Drake has to go over to war in the Demon Kingdom because there's Phantom Demon War. And Ruby's family is not happy because they don't want her to be with Drake in the first place because of the mortal enemy thing. Ruby gets lonely because she never thinks that Drake is going to come home. It has been a while, and it has been a few years. And so goes to the demon world and to go to Blake for support. There they live happily for a few years, and then, as Blake would put it, Drake ruined it all. Drake took Ruby back, and this made Blake grieve a lot. Ruby was basically locked in her bedroom until she forgot about Blake. I know that's pretty dark. Then again, remember the curse. And Ruby forgets about Blake and everything that happened until one day, one faithful day, Ruby comes back to Blake because Drake is being very mean. So Blake basically tells her what happens, and Liv is there. She does not want Ruby to know because they swore they'd never talk about it, but they talk about it anyway. So when you're seeing this video, it's going to be a couple months later, but this just happened today, and this is recent time. So Hope and Swift disown their father because he keeps trying to get with Ruby and take Ruby from Drake. And this brings up bad memories again. Actually acts like this is what turned him evil. But what really happened was that Blake took a bullet for Drake, and basically he knew that Drake was going to get recursed, so he somehow found a way that he got the Phantom King curse instead of Drake getting recursed. Despite Blake saying he hates his brother Drake, he really doesn't, but he says that because he feels in so much pain so that he knows that Drake hates him. So basically that's what happened in Blake's story so far, and there will probably be more to come in the future.